Few people talk about this, but every mature man who truly values moments of intimacy eventually realizes that pleasure goes far beyond what the eyes can see. What truly leaves a mark on a man, what makes him feel connected, desired, and confident, lies in the details no one talks about. The sensations a woman's body awakens, the way she welcomes, responds, and gives herself in that moment. And this is where something comes in that many men go through life without ever fully noticing: the intimate. Anatomy of a woman has unique features that make all the difference in the experience shared between two people. It's not about creating standards or saying what is better or worse. It's about clearly understanding how these characteristics stir something deep, the kind of pleasure that stays with you, that touches both mind and body and builds real self-confidence. In this video, you'll uncover truths that are rarely spoken out loud, but that every mature man should know. Because understanding the female body, with respect and awareness, is also a way of strengthening your own presence in the relationship, your pleasure, and your connection. Before we go any further, make sure you're already subscribed to the channel. Here, the content is direct, useful, and created for men who want real solutions, and I want to hear from you. If this topic has already sparked your curiosity, comment, "I knew." But if this is new to you, comment, "Just learned." I read every comment because it helps me bring content that truly matters to you. The first type that tends to catch the attention and stir deeper desire in many men is the toned vagina. And here, what makes the difference isn't the appearance, it's what is felt in the moment of connection. The tone of this area is directly linked to the strength of the pelvic floor muscles, fibers that, when well trained, create that sense of firmness, of active presence during intimacy. For the mature man who values real touch, the heat of the moment, and the genuine involvement of his partner, this characteristic is seen as a sign of vitality, of true engagement and harmony. Pleasure goes beyond the physical, feeling the woman responding intensely, with movements that match and amplify every rhythm, leaves a lasting impression. And what's most interesting is that this tone has nothing to do with youth. It has everything to do with care. It's about a woman who knows her own body, who dedicates herself, who strengthens that area because she understands its value, for herself and for her partner. For the man who pays attention, this sends a clear message. She's right there with him in that moment. And that kind of connection boosts a man's confidence because he feels like he's part of something alive, something built by both of them. Physiologically, well-trained pelvic floor muscles increase blood flow, enhance sensitivity, and make intimate moments more intense for both. It's a two-way street. When a woman takes care of herself, the man feels it. And when he notices, the relationship transforms. The second type that often makes a deep impact on men is when a woman's body presents a natural harmony, a balance that can be felt in the touch, in the response, in the way she lives that moment. It's not about looks. What truly stands out to the mature man who values genuine encounters is how his partner's body participates, fully, attentively, connected. This harmony has much to do with the condition of the tissues, with the health of the intimate area, and with the ability to maintain just the right level of lubrication. Not too much, not too little. It's the kind of sensation that sends the man a clear message. She's there, completely present, sharing the pleasure with him. And that gives him an even greater sense of security and desire, because he feels that the experience is truly shared, not just allowed. From a physiological point of view, this balance is linked to hormone quality, self-care, how the woman nourishes herself, stays hydrated, moves. These are details few men know about, but many sense during the experience. The right touch, the rhythm that draws you in, and the moment that stays in memory. Because when the partner's body responds in harmony, everything gains deeper meaning, more intensity, more truth. If you want to take the next step and turn what you've discovered here into practice in your daily life, I've prepared something special. In my digital book, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality. After 60, you'll find clear and practical guidance to strengthen your sex life, to understand your partner's body even more, and to create moments of connection that truly leave their mark. All with respect, awareness, and a focus on genuine pleasure. The link to access it is in the top pinned comment. Don't put it off, because change starts with the care you give today. The third type that often leaves a deep impression on the memory and desire of a mature man is when a woman's body reveals itself through its ability to adapt and respond. This goes beyond any standard, because what draws attention isn't the shape nor the external appearance. It's the way the intimate area follows the rhythm, adjusts, welcomes, and transforms each encounter into something unique. This natural flexibility allows a woman's body to mold itself to the touch, the movement, and the intensity, creating an experience that is never quite the same as the last. For a man who knows how to focus on what truly matters, this characteristic reveals a partner who is present, open to the moment, and capable of creating a connection that goes far beyond the physical, one that is built on real exchange, on listening to her own body and to her partner. Physiologically, this ability to adapt is linked to the health of the tissues, the elasticity of muscle fibers, and the proper flow of blood. And more than that, it reflects how well a woman knows her own body and allows herself to experience intimacy with freedom. There is no rigidity, no resistance. What exists is conscious surrender that turns each moment into something new, alive, and unforgettable. This kind of response touches a man deeply because he feels he is with someone who isn't there just to go along, but to truly live the moment. That's what sparks the desire to extend pleasure, to be fully present, to create an experience that stays in memory as a complete, genuine, and unforgettable connection. After an encounter where his partner's body responded in a true and meaningful way, whether through the firmness that matches the rhythm, the balance that flows through the touch, or the flexibility that makes everything unique, something shifts for the mature man. It's as if that intimate moment leaves marks that reach far beyond the bedroom. The pleasure felt in that moment doesn't fade when the lights go out. It stays with him in how he sees himself, how he moves, how he connects with the world. That's because the impact of what is shared between two people, when there's real surrender, isn't just physical. It feeds his confidence, strengthens his sense of vitality, and reminds him that desire and strength are still part of who he is. It's that kind of experience that transforms. When a man feels that he was part of something real, that pleasure was built together, he carries that energy into the next day, into the way he looks into his partner's eyes, into how he stands in the world. And this effect goes far beyond the fleeting instant of pleasure. It's what makes a man want to take better care of himself, want to be more present, want to create moments that truly stand out rather than simply repeat what's been done before. Because what stays in the memory is the complete encounter, the one where the woman's and the man's bodies met in truth, with respect, desire, and mutual surrender. When a mature man truly understands what a woman's body reveals, through its responses, its rhythms, its way of giving itself, he begins to see that pleasure between two people isn't born only from desire, but from the attention given to the moment. That's when knowledge of female anatomy stops being just information and becomes a practice that transforms the connection. It's the man who observes, who feels in the touch when it's time to slow down or to intensify. It's the man who notices, in the smallest gestures, when his partner is comfortable, open, connected. Because more important than knowing that there are different ways a woman's body can respond is having the sensitivity to adapt to them with ease, respect, and the genuine desire to create pleasure for both. This kind of presence doesn't need words. It happens in the look, in the breath that matches the other's rhythm, in the hand that touches with intention and listens through the fingertips. For the man who values intimacy as something that goes beyond the physical, this makes all the difference. He's not there just to be noticed, but to notice, to be part of the moment in a real way, without hurry, without pressure, without expectation of performance, simply living and letting it be lived. And the impact of that? It's profound. Because when a partner feels that he is there, present, attentive, willing to explore the path of pleasure together, she opens up more, trusts more, desires more. The result is an encounter where both walk away greater, more alive, more complete. After everything we've explored so far, there's one point that truly sets apart the man who lives intimacy to the fullest: what he does with what he's learned. Because knowing the details of female anatomy, understanding how a partner's body responds, recognizing what awakens desire and surrender, all of that only has value when it's turned into real presence in the moment. The man who stands out isn't the one who memorizes facts, but the one who applies them with sensitivity. He's not guided by rules or fixed ideas of what should happen. He's guided by what the moment calls for, by the quiet listening to a woman's body, by the respect for her rhythm, by his ability to adjust his touch, his movements, to create a true experience together. This man understands that no two moments are the same. What brings pleasure today may not be what brings pleasure tomorrow. And it's precisely this openness, this attention to the present, that makes him the kind of partner who leaves a lasting mark, because he isn't there just for himself. He's there for both. to build together a pleasure that has no formula, but is born from exchange, from harmony, from the will to give joy to the other. And that's the greatest secret few talk about. Mature pleasure isn't measured in physical strength or performance. Mature pleasure is measured in the ability to be fully present, to make the encounter unforgettable because it was lived with truth, with respect, and with real desire for connection. Now, if this content made sense to you, check if you're already subscribed to the channel. Here you'll always find clear, direct, no-nonsense content made for men who want to experience intimacy with more confidence and awareness. Leave your like. It helps us share this message with other men who could benefit. And take a look at the other videos on the channel about male sexual health. You'll find valuable guidance to transform your intimate moments naturally and safely. Take good care of yourself, value what truly matters, and I'll see you in the next video.